Hey. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hey, happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
The most wonderful day of the year.
I know this is my favorite time now between this and Christmas. This is my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
I
Me
like my
too,
door.
except not Christmas.
Well, no, solstice, but we get the holidays and all off. So
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll look at the silver lining there.
silver lining is I used to always take off that work the week between Christmas and New Year's.
hmm
So it's
Yeah,
always.
I had a
I think
job
that the
that,
whole country should get that week off,
yeah,
except for the people who are working retail.
well,
Sorry, sorry, people and restaurant employees, because that's what we want to do.
hey, I used to work, I used to have a job that you didn't get a Christmas bonus, but you got from Christmas Eve through the Monday after New Year's paid.
I'd take it.
I took it, loved it. It was great.
Hey, Mike Lewis, how are you doing?
Hey, Mike.
There she is.
Hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're
Sound
here with Morgana, Logie Too Spooky, and me.
I love it.
Hi, Logan. How are you?
Good. Now that you got me thinking about Thanksgiving, they left it out, and we obviously know that's the best holiday for people that like to eat.
Right.
Right?
Eat.
Well, I mean, you are in the South, so
Exactly.
it pretty much starts at Thanksgiving and it's all the way through New Year's.
You ever notice how they put the candy holiday right before the food holiday? So it's like they're getting your diabetes ranked up so you're ready by then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched a lady on TikTok rant about candy corn. She said people were rating it as the worst candy. She said, but nobody ever got candy corn in their trick or treat bag.
I have a candy corn story from today.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I went on vacation last Sunday till this Sunday. Today was my first day to go back to work. I walk into City Hall. I get to my desk and there's a bag on my desk and I think it's candy, right? So I go to open it and it explodes and goes everywhere. And it was candy corn and Chex Mix kind of stuff all in it. It just exploded, went everywhere. I got a piece of candy corn and I bit it and it broke into three pieces, like it was hard, and then it disintegrated, and that's my candy corn story.
That sounds icky, candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I think Mike Lewis misspelled his
maybe not.
I'm hoping that he's got a hose and not some hose on his roof.
That or he's having a hoedown.
Yeah.
He's having a hoedown with the children. I know how to speak Southern. I can do that.
He's in Arkansas too.
There
Maybe
you go.
that's the
I
connection.
was just in Arkansas, so.
Well, for those of you who have never met our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Weird News anchor and sound man, Logan Kraft, here he is in the flesh.
Hello. I bet they were expecting like Rich or Scott or Alan, but nah, they got me.
Well, it's Scott Baker's anniversary. He's been married to his wife for 9 years today, so they were celebrating. So happy anniversary. Rich is, I think tomorrow is his first day back at work. He's been on vacation.
And he's throwing us over for an extra night of vacation.
I know, right?
I'm so hurt.
It's honestly rude.
Yes. Yes,
We're gonna have to tell him about this.
Yep. Yep.
Bethany's not feeling good. Bethany's our newest weird person. I haven't heard from anybody else. So Finley and
Steven isn't feeling well, and his daughter and granddaughter both have the flu.
Yeah,
So,
heard that. So Logan, drink your orange juice.
My orange juice. I don't get sick. I work at a sewer plant. You know, I'm immune to everything. I work at a sewer plant. I work water. I do everything. I can't get a disease. I'm immune.
You got them immunities. There you go.
well, I've had people more than once comment that the reason children get more sick now is we don't let them get dirty.
That's true.
I don't disagree. Do not disagree.
Well, and it's one of the reasons everybody's getting the flu this year and colds and all these other different kinds of respiratory things because we're not masked, one, when we used to be for 2 years. And then we're exposing ourselves to things that we haven't been exposed to in 2 years. So
Yeah.
everybody's getting everything.
Yep. Well, that's why you still need to carry your little hand sanitizer around and,
Look,
wash your hands, folks.
That's one thing I will say that's amazing to me. And this isn't, going one way or another. It's just saying all these people that did not wash their hands prior. It's just like, what the hell, people? We were taught as children in school, wash your hands after you go to the bathroom.
I think I nearly bleached my fingerprints off that first couple of months of COVID.
Right?
I was bleaching everything.
Uh-huh.
The groceries would come, I'd be bleaching, Lysoling.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I still have a stash of stuff that you couldn't get. So when I'd see it, I'd grab a couple. And now I have a surplus. Because of so many of our dear people, I have become a semi-hoarder and prepper. So I have all kinds of stuff stashed.
Well, some of us are allergic to the or the sterile, whatever. Yeah, all of that hand sanitizer crap. I just can't do it. And it just irritates the hell out of my skin.
No. Oh, no. You couldn't find any. And this is when my mom was still alive, y'all. And I had to get something because we had people coming in and out of the house. And so I ended up there is a place called the Cat Head Vodka Distillery.
Yes.
And they did a public service by making hand sanitizer. I have a case I'm sure I could probably drink it. And,
well, I'm going to tell you, shout out to Cat's Head. If you want some phenomenal vodka, get their honeysuckle.
Oh, I have some of that.
Oh my God, it's so good. I mean,
I have some of that at my house. I think it's Christie's. I've got a whole bunch of that hand sanitizer too. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with it because it smells like pure alcohol.
There was a guy in the New York Times that did like a piece basically saying like that's how he earned his income. He bought all the sanitizer at the Dollar Tree and then priced it like he did with several different items, but specifically with that. And he like tried to do a piece in the New York Times about like how it was affecting his income. They took it off of Amazon and la la la. Well, he ended up getting death threats and it ruined his life. They were so mad at him for doing the upcharge and basically trying to take people because of the hand sanitizer.
Damn. Yeah, it got crazy there for a while.
Yeah.
Alan!
Hey,
Alan.
I just wanted to drop in on your show for a little bit and just say hi.
It's your show too, buddy.
Happy birthday. Well, I'm busy handing out candy tonight, so.
Yeah, it's early there still.
Yeah. Congrats on that baby coming home.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Is he dressed up for Halloween?
He's gonna be a lion. If they get here soon, I'll come back on and show you.
Let us ooh and ah over the baby.
Yes.
But I saw it and I thought I'd just pop in and say happy birthday. And
You see, Logie, two spookies here.
Yo.
Hey, Logan.
What's up?
See, you're forever going to be known, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan. So we got treats. Come by the house. I got
There's
treats.
Whitney. Hey, Whitney.
Hey, Whitney.
Whitney. How
We
are
want to see
you?
the baby dressed up like the lion.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to.
Yep.
He slept all day. He was kind of boring today.
Yeah,
Well,
the
they do that.
alternative though, that's better than screaming all day.
That is true. That is true.
I have vague memories.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to hop in and say happy Halloween to all and happy birthday.
Yay.
Awesome.
That's
It's
right.
good
That's what we're
seeing
here
you.
for is the birthday.
Yeah.
That's right. We're
Who
all
knew?
I got to split. I'll try to hop back on later.
All
All
right.
right. You want to see the
Give
baby?
your lovely family our love.
I will definitely. Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
So what's you guys' favorite Halloween movie? Just out of curiosity.
Hocus Pocus is mine.
Really?
It really is. I mean, that is when I mark Halloween has started, when I watch that for the season. Now, I have tons of them, but that one is the one that I marked the beginning of the season with. I have it, like DVD, Blu-ray, digital, illegal download, everywhere.
I watched it for the first time this year and I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago, and my comment, and I'll just re-say it, is I think that because I missed it when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have kids of my own, it just wasn't something I really connected with.
Right. Well, now, and I'll be honest with you, that's one of the things that I noticed a lot of people that watched the second one, they were just, oh my God, it was horrible. And I'm like, you couldn't go into it thinking it was going to be the first one because it's 25 years later. And it's not all the same people. So, I mean, if you go into it with that mindset, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it's not the first one, but it's still, I'll have a copy of it. It'll be something that, when my grands come over, we'll sit around and watch on Halloween. But
I'm not really into like Friday the 13th. And I know you guys did like all of the different Friday the 13th, like through the years, and Jamie Lee Curtis is badass and all that good stuff. But I wasn't into that. But one that did shock me, and because I really thought it was good, and they killed Drew Barrymore in the first 15 minutes, was Scream. Like when it came out, it was novel in many ways because it used some of the old movies. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I hadn't seen anything like it. I mean, of course I saw Freddy Krueger and all the Nightmare on Elm Streets and all that stuff, but I don't know. Scream just really, it made me laugh too, which I didn't think I would laugh in one of those movies.
I like, and for me, most movies that I like, they'll have the darkness, but then there'll be, something funny about it,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big slasher movie fan, so
I'm not
having
either.
something with the humor in it helps me.
Like when the guy said, "My mom's gonna be so mad at me," like, I just thought that was hilarious. I was like, I would watch him again and again. What was that guy's name? He's been in a bunch of other stuff since.
I don't even know. I went to see Scream at the theater.
I was gonna say I've never seen any of those.
Well, you've never seen him Scream?
The first
never
one was
seen
good.
them.
Logan didn't watch TV.
I don't watch a lot of TV or movies, so unless it's wrestling.
There was something recently that you did a review on.
The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
I stand by my words that Leatherface was a Texas hero who was defending his property and defending the will of his mother who was wrongfully killed.
If you will record this, I'm going to put this on your page on our website because that's my favorite movie review ever.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
Now, like I said, I don't watch it. I laugh at movies that are supposed to be scary because they just make me laugh. But I have the only Halloween type movie I have is the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series because that's the one I like.
Yeah.
Well, they had some great one-liners in it.
Oh yeah. And
I'm going to have to address Ashhole's comment. He said, "Happy Halloween, happy birthday, Weird Realities. I hope you're not having Scott dressed as a gimp and taking the birthday wax." Scott is on his anniversary dinner, so we don't know what's going on with the gimp.
He might be dressed as a gimp later. So.
Yeah, I mean, keep it in the family, Ash. We don't know about that.
Yeah. Who's to say what he's getting whacked with?
Evil Dead is actually one of my choices. Whitney, I love Evil Dead. Again, one of those that'll make you laugh.
Does Tucker and Dale versus Evil, does that count as a Halloween movie?
If it does, I might for that one. That made me laugh too.
I mean, that was a good one.
Idle Hands was one of my picks for the month, and I love it. Which, if y'all haven't seen it, it's hilarious. You should watch it.
I haven't.
It's got Seth Green in it, and it's just really funny. It's a funny marijuana saves the day at the end of the movie. It's a good one.
I can't believe you haven't watched Scream. I'm still trying to get over it. I'm stuck on it a little bit though.
I'm sorry. But there are a lot of movies that everybody has seen that I haven't.
Hey, Linda.
Well,
Hey,
that's true
Leanda.
of me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even like slasher movies at all.
No.
Usually. I
Well-
like Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. I think I even saw the second one. But
There
I
was-
never got into Friday the 13th
There
or
was-
Halloween or any of that.
There was a slasher movie that was kind of like a Freaky Friday slasher movie with Vince Vaughn.
Oh.
That came out last year. That was pretty cute.
I don't guess I'm not familiar with that. But I will tell you, and Hadley, you and I have had this discussion before. I know that The Evil Dead is one of your favorite movies. It is one of the 2 movies that terrified me when I was
Well,
younger.
you're talking about Evil Dead 1. I'm
I
talking about
am.
Evil Dead 2.
And I'm it's specifically the tree rape scene.
Yeah, that's not in the
That
second one.
still freaks me the hell out.
what?
I
Yeah,
don't know either one. I've not seen either one. But they're good?
They're funny. I mean, they're terrifying and they're funny. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Whew,
I jump around. I don't have fun. Like, Logan, you laugh at stuff that's supposed to be scary. I get scared. I literally can't sit
Logan
still.
hunts Bigfoot on the weekend.
That's right.
He's out there looking for a 10-foot tall. I don't know.
Thanks, Linda.
I don't even know what we want to call Bigfoot tonight, but
He's a river monkey.
Misty
That's what I'm
Lake.
calling him.
a river monkey.
We're gonna
He's
call
looking
him
for a 10-foot
Mysterious
tall
Lord.
river monkey who may or may not bend him over a tree.
Hi,
So-
Mona.
I gotta
Hey,
take one for
Mona.
the team.
But
Yeah.
so Logan is probably got more balls than
Than the rest of us. That's right.
I know
I'm
he's
here
got more than 3 of us, but
I'm here to equal out the estrogen levels. Don't you worry. Doing good.
All right.
I saw your TikTok, by the way. It made me laugh. I sent it to my friend and I said Logan's wisdom for the day.
Wait, what was the Vince Vaughn movie called?
Freaky.
Freaky.
Freaky. Okay.
Is Santa's Sleigh, is that technically a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I guess it could fall under either.
I mean, I like
I haven't
like
seen
that
it.
movie.
Do I need to watch it?
Okay, so when I was a kid, that's when I saw that movie for the first time. And there was a part in it that traumatized me and made me never want to open presents on Christmas Day. And if you want me to spoil it, I will go ahead and spoil it. The movie's old. So
I
Okay.
haven't seen it though.
oh, well, okay, let's just say that kids need to be careful when they open their presents.
Okay.
Wait, The Omen is good. I'm with you, Mike.
That is
You know-
creepy. It's one of those anything like with the devil and all. I'm just like really not comfortable
Well,
with.
do you know I was going to name Stephen Damien, and I caught so much hell
You
because
should.
of that movie that we changed it to Daniel.
Hey, Mark Edie.
Hey, Mark.
As well, you should.
It was. I mean, like I said, it from the minute we found out he was going to be a boy. Mo did not want a junior, so we went with Stephen Damien, and like I said, from then on for 3 months, that's all I heard. You're naming him after the devil? Well, devil's name was Lucifer last I read, but okay, so we finally just changed it.
I
I'm
like
sure he's
Damien
fine.
as a name too, but yeah, it's still from that movie. It's like people just
And it
We
never
thought
even
Baker picked
crossed
that.
my
We had to
mind.
watch that recently, and it's a pretty weird movie.
Well, I mean, it's when kids are evil.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. What's the Ash saying? I got a friend who swears he walked into one hunting. Oh, a Bigfoot? Okay. I'm having to rewind.
Hey,
he shit himself, literally. Okay.
A lot of people say that.
Really?
They either do that or piss. So, I mean,
Are these men or women?
both. I've heard a lot of dudes say it. So,
I was going to say that sounds like something a dude would say more than a woman.
yeah. Well, it's funny because
What
most
remake
of
are we talk? Oh, okay. A remake of The Omen, Mike, I guess he's talking about.
yeah,
yeah, I mean,
because there was one in the 2000s. I vaguely remember. But yeah, that's my thing. Anything with little kids, the biblical stuff in and of itself doesn't bother me. But when little kids turn evil,
Mm-hmm.
that messes with your head.
Like
Well,
that Pet
it's not-
Cemetery shit.
It's not the devil and all that as much as it is the cult. The
Mhm.
cult of people who are into that, and they look, like your next door neighbor with the creepy smile.
Hadley knows that I randomly will, like, in my mind, make a script for an entire movie, because then I'll send her like a 5 voice messages telling her my entire movie.
I missed you.
I spent like 2 hours one day, and I sat there and I said, I want to make this movie where it's like just a cult of children. I spent 2 hours on it and then stopped and said, holy shit, I just made what's that movie? Children of the Corn. Literally, there's already Children of the Corn. I just remade it.
Well, was that the one you were making to the Whiskey Myers soundtrack, or the new?
No, that was a different one. That was about a tow truck driver who was.
I was going to say, I don't remember the kids.
Yeah, that one was a tow truck driver, and he accidentally went to go repo a Colombian drug lord's car, and it had his kid in it or something.
Uh-huh.
And so now he's like getting chased. That was a completely different. Yeah.
The water department does not know how valuable you are to me.
All right. Ash, as long as those aren't children that you're talking about, it's all good.
When Ash and Jen, by the way, Ash, this is Jen, who's usually in the chat room with you.
Hi, Ash.
He tries to, okay, Logan. So now when we do Watching Weird, they are rating our movies. We don't give 5 stars anymore.
They're dongs.
Jennifer is giving dongs.
You get 5 dongs. You might get 3. You know, it just depends on how good the movie is, but it's based on that.
We have dongs to go around.
Ash is sick too. What's going on?
He may be that in
well, we know he's not well mentally, but didn't know he had to announce it.
Well, then after the whole dong thing, Cecil asked one night if we could measure by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on size dongs.
Oh. Well, that's what I was saying. You give him 5 dongs or 4 dongs, but he's saying like
inches.
Okay. 5-inch dong. Well, I think we need to go a little higher than 5.
This movie is perfectly average.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we give it 5-inch dongs, I don't know.
I mean, the girls are going to talk if that's the case.
10 titties. There we go. Yeah, we also did boobs for a while. We did the.
And Joe Hansen is the king of the boobs.
Yep. I think I became the queen of the dongs.
They have this whole thing going on. I mean, when you just don't know what happens on Thursday night. It's kind of like Vegas.
It's no Hobo with a Shotgun, but it's close.
Lambda, we always stream on YouTube, but in the chat room here we get both comments. So,
yep.
And tonight we're on. I put us on Twitter too. So, because Morgana's got a great following on Twitter.
Elon Musk's Twitter.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, we've got over what is it? Like we have close to 5,000 followers on Twitter.
Yep.
Mike is the one I think that started the boobs. Rating it on boobs. Sorry, because then we were talking about if it's got a boob scene, it's better. It went up a dong.
Well, I call it a bigger trifecta as if it has boobs, blood, and Nazis.
Yeah, Elon won't delete.
Well, that's good that you don't get deleted if you disagree with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the thing. I think we all need to learn to just agree to disagree and walk away. But
yeah, I feel like it's very hard to upset real life Bruce Wayne. Like,
you think?
All he does is post memes. He puts memes up and then talks crap on his Twitter, and I'm sitting there like, I'm down for this.
Well, he's a Texan, isn't he? Did he move to Texas?
He's moving. Yeah, he's moving all his stuff to Texas because California was trying to shut him down or something.
They were just too expensive, as my understanding.
Yeah, the property tax in California is like crazy.
Yeah, but they were trying to charge him a tax because of all the emissions or something, from what I understood.
No.
And so
how do you have emissions from an electric car?
You got to have emissions to make the vehicle. It just doesn't pop out of thin air.
Yes, you should. If you can figure out the electric vehicle, you should be able to figure out how to make them in a more environmentally friendly way.
Yeah, and I want to eat hamburgers every day, but I don't want to get fat. And it's like, you know,
Well, yeah, I wish I could say I don't want to be, but sometimes you just get stuck with it
Has
because
anyone-
of those hamburgers.
Has anyone seen the Tesla? Has anybody like been in one? Because my Uber driver had one.
I've seen a lot of them, but I haven't been in one.
Wow.
I didn't know how to open the door. That was very distracting.
Every time she says that, I have that visual image of that scene from The Righteous Gemstones.
Yes.
Which
I
if you
don't
haven't-
remember that scene, and I probably wasn't paying attention in that second, but no, I did not see that. But
It's
oh my gosh, I wish I had, because I was sitting there going, how do I get into your car? Like, I didn't know. I go, there's no handle. There's no what. And she goes, you have to push the one side in to make the other pop out, because
Well,
it's completely flat. You don't see it. And in the dark, I really didn't see it. I was like, what are you talking about?
they're trying to leave a murder scene and nobody can figure out how to open and close the door.
That was me. I was like, oh my God, how do I get
Hey,
out of this Uber? She
You
has
remember in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new one, at the very end, they were getting in the Tesla and it wasn't working right, and then that one chick that I absolutely hated finally got killed.
Yep.
Remember that Tesla has something going for it. I'm just
Okay, I don't know what I just missed what somebody else said. It went up there really quick.
Oh, Mona said, I've heard bad things. Expensive to replace stuff. Disgustingly expensive. Yes.
yeah.
That's
The battery costs just as much as a normal vehicle.
Well, I was looking at getting some of the what is the solar panel shingles, and they're so expensive. It's just like, you can't really afford to replace your whole roof with that just on a whim.
I know a lot of people, like Bigfoot people, that were excited when they announced the Cybertruck, because when you got the Cybertruck, you're supposed to also get an electric four-wheeler to go with it. And everybody's like, oh, it's going to be electric. It's going to be quiet. It's supposed to have bulletproof glass. It's like space shuttle metal that's on the truck. We can just drive it straight in the woods. We don't have to worry about getting scratches and everything. And then people started figuring out how much like replacement batteries cost and all that kind of crap. And they were like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Well, I've got questions about Bigfoot.
Is this a Halloween Bigfoot special?
It could be. But no, I do have a question. I don't understand why with drones, why people don't have drone footage of Bigfoot. Because it seems like that would, how can you say he hears the whir?
The whir.
The whir. It's way up in the
I'm
air.
going to use that in a sentence tomorrow.
There's something that I've been really learning. A lot of people have pictures or footage or audio and stuff that never go out and full blown show it, because they're always worried that people are going to, dog on them for it. I'm not saying all, because that's going to get me shot in the foot, but most people that willingly go out of their way to force video, audio, or pictures on you are either fake or they're just they're not anything at all. It's whatever.
Well,
so
Logan, I would expect if you ever see a real Bigfoot to send me a picture.
That's right.
We want to know.
We won't share if you don't want us to.
Yeah, we don't have to show anybody else, but we want to know.
Oh, I mean, if I ever get a picture of Bigfoot, I will definitely send it to y'all, but I'm probably going to be done looking for Bigfoot. I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to be like, well, I found that already, which technically I saw something. I don't know what I'm not going to say it was Bigfoot. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but I didn't get a picture of it. The goal was to get a picture of it or evidence.
Yeah. Well, I saw something, and like you said, I don't know what it was. It was something. So I have another question. And what do y'all think about the fact that there have been 7 sightings of the Loch Ness Monster this year? Oh, there's Cecil.
Hey, okay, so here's my idea.
Hey, Cecil.
Hey, Cecil.
Hey, so my idea is, and this is a stupid idea, we got global warming or whatever coming on.
I got audio issues. One moment.
All the Loch Ness monsters are in ice and they're melting out. That's why we're getting so many sightings
Of Nessie?
of Nessie. Yeah, they just naturally migrate to Loch Ness. They somehow get in there.
Do you think there's like a tunnel under the mountains?
There's always an underground tunnel.
Okay.
Secret tunnel. Yeah, play that song and then they just get there.
Well, and it's like they've never actually they've never actually been able to see stuff in the depths because the water is so deep and so murky.
Yeah.
Who's to say how deep it is?
Yeah. I think we just need to get one really brave free diver with a lantern and just have him go as far down as he can.
There'll be a big eye watching him.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell y'all, and this is something that it is not paranormal or supernatural, but it's weird. So I grew up every summer going to Grand Isle to go fishing. Oh, there's Keith Crabtree. We were just talking about you, sir.
Hey, Keith.
Thank you.
See, he said boo.
He scared me.
Ah,
But okay, so going every year, my family would go deep sea fishing out at Four Bayous. They were out in the boat. We would go fishing out by the oil rigs. I mean, we were out and about. And in the last probably 2 or 3 years, I have seen on 2 separate occasions where orcas are in the Gulf, like killer whales. Orcas.
Yeah.
And we never saw those or even heard of them because my cousin's about 10 years older than me. I sent him a message and I was like, oh my God, I just saw where these people at Grand Isle just posted there was a pod of orcas. Did you ever hear of that? He said, no, I've never heard of that. And he was going to go check out the video. But these guys were deep sea fishing and lo and behold, here they come. And I just never knew they were that close. I mean, because you're in Texas, Logan. And the first video that I saw was like close to Galveston.
Uh-huh.
And then this was, like I said, off of Grand Isle.
I mean, I wouldn't think it's impossible. They obviously, weren't supposed to be like that's not their natural area, but I don't see why they couldn't be there for a short period of time.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just weird. No one's ever talked about it before.
Yeah.
Are you on, Cecil?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's going on? You shaved your mustache?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. No more mustache rods for anybody in the house. For a couple of weeks at least.
He'll wake up in the morning, it'll be filled back in.
Now, have you ever met Logan before?
No, nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Cecil is with Wearing the Folk.
Yeah. I figure I'll jump in for the party for a few minutes.
Woohoo! Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Today's also my wife's birthday.
Hey, it's
Oh.
my mom and
Happy
my nieces and everything too.
Yeah.
Halloween
It's a
birthday,
popular
baby.
day.
Uh,
Tell Mandy happy birthday.
I absolutely will. How you all doing?
Good.
We're doing good.
I'm fried out. My brain isn't working quite right now.
I get it.
I need to get an edible so I can be fried out for a minute.
I had an
Different
edible
reason.
about 30 minutes ago, or an hour ago now. So I've had like maybe 2-3 hours of sleep. So I need to pick me up.
Yeah. I think it's going to be that kind of crazy week because I didn't get much
Yeah.
more than that last night either.
Well, I just was working on the website and I just all of a sudden thought, oh my gosh, it's 2.
Mm.
So,
Well, mine was one of those. I had to get up at 3:30 this morning. So, of course, when I laid down, my eyes popped wide open and I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So, yeah, it was several hours before I could get to that place. About the time I got good and asleep, the clock went off. So,
I
Well,
didn't.
we
have
hadn't even
opportunity
started
to put up
talking.
podcasts.
we
Huh?
hadn't even started talking about what we're going to be doing for the next year. So, who wants to
well,
start?
The next year, I'm gonna try not to go to jail.
Okay.
that's a very good
too.
goal.
So
I'm-
everybody
let me-
send your
let me
your
take that
$5
back.
donation to bail fund.
Let me take that back. I want to try not to go to jail more than twice. Let's do something realistic.
I would like to not go at all. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Send me good juju. Just, that's all.
Well, my first goal is Mo winning the Powerball tonight. It's at $1 billion.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know.
It's going to be hard for him to win since I'm winning. So,
But see, you've already told me that you won't forget me to win. So
I'm not going to forget anybody. So.
It's all good. And ditto, right back at you, bud.
Same.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's crazy, because it hasn't been that long ago that it was that high.
Yeah, the last time it was this high, I went and got some tickets.
Yeah, me too. I just forgot. I mean, didn't even think about it until Mo said, well, when I win the lottery tonight, I'm like, damn it. I forgot because I got you covered. So he tries to hit every state he goes through. When I talked to him, he was in Maryland. So,
Nice.
If it hits over on that side of the country, we might get lucky.
The only way that you're really going to win the Powerball, though, is if you know something that the government doesn't want you to know anyway. That's it's like a payoff for like things. If they're not going to unalive you, they let you win the Powerball.
Oh, so I should start saying some of those words that Tully tells me I'm not allowed to say on the live broadcast.
Pretty much.
Okay. But I know how my past record goes. They'll just unalive me.
There was a
Unalive you?
yeah.
Yes.
For instance, there was a guy that worked at Epstein's farm in New Mexico that won it twice.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well,
some chance.
yeah, I don't think I know anything that good.
I know things, but I can't prove it.
That's huge.
Huge if true.
Yes. No, I mean, next year we're talking more stuff. I mean, we've got we're going to do the RH blood factor that you wanted to redo.
Yeah, we wanted to do that.
Right after the first of the year. And in honor of Cecil and Tully, we are going to have an actual CERN episode. So,
I'm really excited for some of the topics we're doing next year on Weird Awakenings. We're covering everything from St. Germain up to CERN.
yeah,
It's going to be awesome.
yeah. Like I said, death cults, I think's in there. We've got a lot of stuff. Ghosts, standing stones, Antarctica.
Tomorrow night, Alan got us an interview with a gentleman that is an indie writer. He wrote a book called The Lugaroo. I think it's Lugaroo. And he's paid for having a short. I think he self did his film, an indie film, and he's going to come on and talk to us about it. So we're going to do that tomorrow night. I think at the same maybe 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to try and be doing a little bit more hands-on stuff with some film industry folks.
Mm-hmm.
So Alan's got some friends. I think Scott knows some folks. I've had a lot of people who have contacted me off of Twitter when we first started. And I haven't really been promoting stuff there, so I'm going to try and get back into doing that. But Glenn Miller, that directed Aquarium of the Dead and Zombies, he contacted us and he did the show when we first started off doing interviews and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Hilton Ariel Ruiz, he had contacted us. Alan's wanting me to contact him again. So I'm going to try and contact him. Ted Alderman is a stuntman that is from the area where I live, and he's a friend of a friend, and he said he'd come on and talk about stuntman stuff. He actually was in the Jack Reacher film with Tom Cruise, and sorry, that's Tully. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing some new stuff. We got some movie reviews coming up.
Can I ask an unofficial question? If you
Sure.
guys had a choice between creme brulee and Venetian dark chocolate, which would you go with?
I don't
Venetian
know.
dark chocolate.
Okay.
I
I've
say
only
half
ever
and
had-
half. Half
I've
and
only ever
half.
had creme brulee. I'm not fancy.
All that sounds too fancy to me.
Yeah.
It's edible, boys.
Oh.
Oh, all of them. Yeah, the whole.
At all.
I knew where she was going with that.
If I still partook, it'd be all of them.
So which one would you do now?
if I still did things like that, it'd be all of them for sure.
All of them. Yeah.
Please.
It's
Dark
Halloween.
chocolate's always good.
Doing a half and half.
There you go.
The what is it? The Venezuelan.
Yes,
Yeah.
Venezuelan does involuntary nap.
Yeah, it gives you the non-consensual naps.
I love it.
The creme
Yeah.
brulee makes you giggle. So
Okay, so it'll give you a good balance between laid back and just a good chuckle every now and then.
yeah.
Okay, that works.
Everybody's gonna be freaking hilarious pretty soon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, white chocolate. Mm. The only thing I ever found that white chocolate was good in was a Zero bar, and I don't even know if
Oh,
it's really white chocolate.
That strawberry white chocolate Old Smoky.
Mm.
It's good. It tastes like a strawberry milkshake, but the banana pudding that's the best one.
Okay.
I can't wait for us all to get together.
I feel like white chocolate's just appropriating culture some way.
I love
Well,
Cream
considering there's
chocolate.
not a drop of chocolate in it.
Cecil, so have you met Jen before?
No, I don't think so. No.
Jen and I went to high school together.
Oh, hello.
I should have used that picture.
He's heard all
Heather.
about you and Tully.
Hmm? What?
She just heard about y'all. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
Wonderful stuff.
wonderful things.
Wonderful
Yes.
things.
Of course.
I didn't set up any of my podcast stuff, so you can see my table sitting right there, right here.
Are those drums back there?
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had to record some stuff, so I had to break everything down. Hopefully, it'll be back up by Friday.
Okay, Ash, thanks for clearing that up because I did not know who Dottie was. I have a cousin that it's like my dad's cousin. Her name's Dottie, and I was like, well, I don't know what that means.
Is Tully jumping on?
I don't know. He was looking something over for me. I sent something out earlier.
Tell him to hop on for a few minutes. I ain't
Okay, I
got my
got you.
phone.
Being my non-fancy self, I put both of them in my mouth at the same time, and they taste delicious together.
Ooh.
I actually started that off my day that way today.
Right on.
Well, I didn't take that much. I just thought it would give me enough of a thing to put me back to sleep, but no, it didn't. I've been awake all day.
For the record, I'm going to say my biggest bitch with autocorrect is that it changes my word to ducking. I promise you, Siri, I will never use the word ducking in a text.
Now I say ducking to be ironic.
I didn't think I would until I almost got shot out here. Then I started using it quite a bit.
Okay, fair.
I messaged Mandy. I was like, I'm out here ducking fucking bullets. Somebody needs to call.
You know, Ash, you'll be there with my husband. He pretty much has a permanent spot there.
Ash has never been to Facebook jail. Have you, Ash? I think Scott's told me that you've tried multiple times, but you must have an angelic face because they will not touch you.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a new cast member or new lineup with Bethany Stutzman. She's an author. Bethany wasn't able to be on tonight, but y'all are going to love her. She's done some panels with us, and she'll fit right in.
Yeah.
And
I think I was on a panel with her. It's been a while back, but yeah, Bethany's great.
That'd be cool. How many shows is the Wyrd Universe up to now?
According to YouTube, we have over 160.
Different podcasts? How many different podcasts?
Oh, different segments of our podcast.
Yeah.
We've got it just depends. Some days we have 5 or 6. And if someone does weird news, we've got 7. But we're doing that. We're doing a show called The Wild Women of Weird, which we're getting together and we're kind of watching some a documentary that we'll talk about and stuff like that. And it's just the girls and it's, girl
Well,
talk.
I didn't
Girl
get
talk.
invited. I ain't fair.
It's because you shaved the mustache.
But
so we do that, and we're still doing our true crime stuff. We do it maybe once a month. We're about to do one on Bob Crane.
oh, Ichabod.
Yeah, well, Hogan from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, Bob Crane. The guy got beat to death in the hotel.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Tully is at a get together with the neighbors.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, so he's not going to make it. Yeah, and then we also still do the true crime.
Yeah, we have some good. And I've been trying to go through and doing playlists. So there's some playlists with just watching weird, and some
Mhm.
with just weird awakenings, and some with just the true crime stuff. So.
Mhm.
But I'd like to see Logan do more stuff, but he's been busy. He's like, he went from being this fun 20-something to like being a 40-year-old man, like overnight.
50.
50.
50? Okay.
It sucks. Yeah.
I got responsibilities now.
Yeah, we do.
They suck,
Yeah.
and they don't go away. Well, I mean, they do, but the alternatives are just, I like electricity and internet
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
I can survive on a fire, and like all I gotta do is catch one rabbit a day, and I'll be happy.
I can too,
I can't.
but given a choice, I'd rather be sitting under my AC.
Yeah, I prefer it.
But yes, I do know how to do all that stuff. My father insisted,
Yeah.
and I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
But like I said, given a choice, it's kind of like, yes, I could walk to work all 22 miles, but I have a car, so therefore I'm going to use it.
I learned how to steal when I was little. I could just steal my way around stuff.
But
Let's
that's
see.
okay. It's the Logans in my life I'm going to make sure are around when the zombies come.
That's right.
So,
Well, Logan is a valuable commodity to any zombie apocalypse team because not only is he a mortician,
Oh, nice.
he is an avid outdoorsman, and are you an engineer?
I can be a self-proclaimed engineer, I guess.
Well, you're working for the city doing all kinds of water stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm not an engineer. Now, I could, like in a zombie apocalypse, I could duct tape a butter knife to the end of a shotgun. Like that right there is some real engineering.
that's okay. You know how tight to get the duct tape.
Yeah, exactly.
That counts. So, but
Just
yeah.
gotta
Someone once said that in the apocalypse that you could have gas, cash, or ass to get admitted or something to that effect. And I said, I guess I'd go into the ass category. I don't know. To make you valuable. So I'm probably in the ass category.
When I was a teenager, I had a big green van that had that sticker, ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free.
Yeah.
It was a scary van too. It was a panel van. It's big and green with no windows.
Oh God.
I like to drive it around and like just park outside playgrounds a lot. It's fun.
Sounds like the childhood.
It's a big green John Deere looking thing. I bought it from a church for $200.
I'm more concerned about the church having it than you having it, honey.
It's a good deal. 1974 Ford Custom.
Yeah. You're so wrong. That's why I love you so much.
But I'm wiped.
Logan needs to come on Weird Awakening sometime.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yep.
I would y'all, you already know, like, if any topic involves zombies, I'm instantly going to just ruin every conversation we have about zombies, right?
This is not the zombie crew.
Good.
You can spoil the zombie
Yeah, no,
apocalypse for this
Good,
bunch.
because zombies are the stupidest. I realize I just caught I'm going to catch flack from everybody watching.
I know.
This,
Alan and Rich and Scott are going to get you. Joe
It's
Hansen, they're coming for you now.
it's okay. They can
They're
fly
bread
down
and
to
butter.
Texas.
That's their bread and butter, man.
Oh yeah. But hey, like I said, everybody's got their thing. But yeah, it's not my genre. Never has been. But I will give credit. The guys are very good writers. Just not what I enjoy reading.
Yeah. But see, my problem isn't with like them, right? That's cool and all. But I'm one of those people that like I logically think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And being a mortician, knowing what I know,
Uh-huh.
zombies would never work in real life. Therefore, I just instantly lost any and all interest in zombies at all.
You see, I understand that. And I tell everybody, I really got into zombie literature when my dad had died and I was taking care of my mom and I had some pretty bad health problems. So that was like...
That's what got you through.
Yeah, because, I mean, shit could get worse. It could be a zombie apocalypse,
That's right.
Chubby girl's got bad ankles, gonna fall down.
One of our listeners from Friday night actually sent me a copy of the CDC's Surviving a Zombie Apocalypse literature.
Well, I told you that Gracie Ellison, when she was in graduate school, that her teacher is the one who came up with that marketing campaign for the CDC.
Yep.
There's only 5 real instances where anything like that could really truly happen, though. Like nanobots, some
never
kind of
say
disease.
never, Cecil. We're coming up on 2023.
Yeah. there
Keep
is
your
like
mouth shut.
the parasites that like get deer and stuff. There's a mushroom that can do it.
Yeah.
But it's just to what degree.
There's that group of Haitians.
It's the Haitians that I'm more worried about than the other kind.
It takes a long time to make a zombie in the Haitian community, though. So you wouldn't be overran by them.
What are you talking about? I don't know about that.
There's a drug that they have. It's like that they can give you that it is actually. Did you not see that movie Serpent in the Rainbow? That was based on a real doctor that had gone and studied in Haiti.
It's where zombies come from, like White Zombie and stuff.
He was a botanist, and he went to study for a pharmaceutical company this medicine that was supposed to put people into like a comatose type state, sleep, for like when you're doing surgeries and stuff. But these Haitian voodoo people have been using it to put people and to kind of make them think they had died and come back as a zombie. It is really messed up. Hello, we might need to do a show on this.
I was fixing to say, hey, maybe we should watch that for Wild Women.
That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I saw it on...
Apparently there's a blowfish toxin.
This is something else. It's not blowfish. It's like it's from a plant.
Yeah, because I mean they had some footage and stuff. I think it was on the original In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. I think covered it one time.
I'd like to do Thunderbirds sometime too.
Thunderbirds?
Yeah, the big birds really get me.
Quasicotel.
No, they recently found a dinosaur in Mississippi that they said was like an ostrich, but it was like the size of a giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they found that in the Mississippi River, didn't they?
Oh.
It's no telling what they'll end up finding if the water level keeps dropping.
Well, they found some more weird stuff in Spain. They found a standing stone circle in Spain that had been submerged in a lake, and they found some more stuff.
I saw that where they said it had been underwater for thousands of years.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, that's very weird that we're having all these droughts while the polar ice caps are melting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're finding lots of bodies in that, what's that lake out? Lake Lanier, is that it? What's the lake that's out in, Is it Utah?
Lake Lanier's in Georgia, so I don't think
Well,
that's it.
I think I'm confused because Tully was sending me pictures of
You
fish.
talking about Salt Lake? Like,
Not the Salt Lake, but there's something over there by the dam that they keep finding all those bodies at.
don't mess with the
Am I the
Mormons.
only one? They think it's like by
Don't mess with the Mormons.
Like
That's
me.
very true.
Yeah, it's somewhere out in the
Lake
desert.
Mead.
Yeah.
Lake Mead.
Thanks, Mona. Yeah, like I said,
Oh, what'd she
What
know?
happened?
What
What
did she know? They
Cut
got
that
her.
off.
They got
I was
our
like,
girl.
No more of her. Morgana's gone.
She knew too much.
She's back. She's
You were
Oh,
about
yeah.
to say something, or did they get to you?
I think, yeah, I'm not going to win the lottery. It's not going to be the lottery.
but
But,
no, there's okay. I was with a chick in college that may have been a giraffe, maybe an ostrich.
Ash. Oh.
I'm so worried about Ash. Mona saying everyone stop talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thunderbirds and Haitian zombies. I'm telling you, if anything ever happens to me and they go through these Post-its on my desk, they're gonna freak the hell out.
I've got like when I was doing research for my first book, I have notebooks and notebooks full of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ash
And
is special, just for the record.
Yeah. Did she have you tested?
It's like a Sheldon thing.
Right, right. But hey, Cecil, y'all did a Lake Lanier episode. Yeah, I think that was the first one I listened to
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. So
so
Yeah,
what's
they
up with Lake
scratch and
Lanier?
peered. Lake Lanier is well, it was flooded by the Army Corps. I keep saying corpse.
Yeah.
Like they even make fun of me in that episode for saying Army Corps.
I just snorted. I'm sorry.
But they flooded this area and apparently it's just haunted. Like you can watch videos of a pontoon sinking, like just sitting right off the dock. It just sinks for no reason. People's disappeared. Like a lot of swimmers die there quite often. Like experienced swimmers. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there. Apparently, it's pretty haunted.
We need to make us a top 10 destinations in the world and in the United States that we want to go to. And then we should do weird tours.
well,
I'm one to Lake
Tully
Lanier.
threatened to leave me because I was going to go to the forest.
Well, yeah, I was with you. We were going to go
I
together.
know.
Which forest?
That one in
Koyabashi.
Romania.
Oh, the one in Romania. I wish I got to be there.
That would be a fun one to go to.
That would be
Yes,
fun.
it would. Tully said
See?
he is staying outside. He is not going in with
It's
us.
in the car.
That's right.
Sounds like something you do.
Well, no, one of my friends, she used to always get like a bunch of people to go on like vacation. Like they went to Orlando for Disney World, and what they would do is it would take like 5 or 6 couples, and then everyone just kind of disperses and goes and does their own thing. So if you got 5 people who want to go ride rides, they'll go ride rides, and other people want to go scuba dive.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're going to haunted places, that could be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we have our first gathering in 2024 in New Orleans. For those who don't know.
It's gonna be like the gathering of the Juggalos, except better. I'm gonna paint my face.
Wait, are you going to be Jay or are you going to be Shaggy?
I got my own character.
Oh, fine. I will be Moon Glorious. I will.
If I had to go, if it looks like anybody, it's more like Boondocks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ash, I know that guy that owns that American Stonehenge. He was supposed to come on our show, and we went back and forth about 3 or 4 times, and I don't know what happened. He's really good friends with Mark Eady.
Well, I feel like we were supposed to have him too at one point.
I think so. But then they had that. They had some. Somebody vandalized it, didn't they?
I have no idea.
Yeah, somebody vandalized it. I think.
Wasn't me.
Well,
I'm too far
he's
away.
Ash's neighbor.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't think of his name. Was it Doug Stone? Was that his name?
I have no idea.
I can't remember
That'd be
my name.
unique though. Doug
That'd be
Stone.
awesome if that's his name.
Yeah. Doug Stone with a bunch of stones around his head. Pretty.
What is it? The
fitting.
Coral Castle down in
Oh yeah, the Coral Castle. I'm pretty sure my dad broke that door.
yeah, it's all
I've
that
always
wild
wanted to go
stone
there.
stuff.
I want to go to Sedona and I want to find the vortexes.
Is that with the crazy house?
No, there's like actual energy vortexes like out in the desert.
Oh, okay.
What kind of toys?
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What kind of toy?
But
Toys.
there's that house somewhere out west that it has all the different angles and shit. what was the name of it?
That's in Colorado, isn't it?
It may be.
Where you're standing straight, but it looks like you're standing like that or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado.
Yeah, that'd be fun. There's a lot of places I'd like to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Salem would be good, Mike. I'd do that.
And I'm over here just wanting to go to Oregon or Washington and go live in the woods for a month. See,
I got to live in the cab of a Ford Ranger for a month and it sucked. so I'm trying not to do it anymore.
I have friends that would just love to talk to you.
That's
Some
one
of them might
thing-
even be here.
Whenever
Is that still
we
a
did
Bigfoot thing?
That's a good thing to bring up on this episode, buddy. I'll be
when we do the New Orleans thing, I still want to go to Marie Laveau's grave. That's one thing
yeah.
I want to do.
Logan, is that a Bigfoot thing? Why you want to go out
yeah,
west?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you should. What is it? Mount Shasta that has the tunnels under it and stuff.
And there is a lady who does like healing grid stuff. Like she's a healer. That she was talking about Mount Shasta. She goes camping out there all the time, and she's had encounters. Logan.
Okay.
I'll have to find the thing and send it to you.
What's funny is normally when I go out and do that stuff, I don't ever carry any like weapon or a knife or whatever. But I would also like to, just for shits and giggles, go to New Jersey and go to the Pine Barrens.
Oh, yeah.
But then I would carry a gun because I know for a fact that there are people that live out there that don't like other people.
Well, you need to start carrying a weapon if you go out west just for the Panthers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
what did a panther ever do to you, Cecil?
I don't know, but I carry a weapon with me
they're
at all
lions.
times.
They're
I've got
huge.
one right here.
Not huge like that bull that I posted that TikTok about, but there are some big lions out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I normally carry is a 45 long Colt. I think there was one time where we were going somewhere that was really, really sketchy, and I took the AR-12. But other than that, if at most I'll have the 45 or a knife, and
I keep my AR in my trunk when I go to Walmart.
I'm scared with my luck that by the time I got out of Walmart, I wouldn't have a vehicle there anymore. Somebody would have already took off in it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel much safer going into the forest with somebody who was packing. So if I'm going off into the forest, which, not
not your first choice as a vacation destination, Jen?
She's having sound issues.
Where we live at, you got to worry about bears now. Like they've migrated to the area and everything. You got to worry about them if you go in your yard now.
I've heard about a lot of people up around your area that have been talking about that.
Yeah, we have bears now. It sucks.
Bears look really weird when they walk upright.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you see a bear with mange.
Yeah.
Ew.
They look crazy. They look
It doesn't even
insane.
sound good.
It's
I
like
know.
a raccoon. If you see a raccoon with mange, they look insane.
Yeah, that's a look. We've had an armadillo that has been just destroying my yard. I mean, you go out every morning, there's fresh digs and everything. Well, I guess either somebody ran over it or took it out and just left it in the road because it's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
You gonna
I'm
make
like,
a hat out of it?
of course I am.
That'd be
one of
awesome.
the few creatures I have been chased by has been an armadillo.
Yeah, I have
And they're
not.
blind and they can't see you. So I know it was just probably my bad luck. It just kept coming where I was going. But
You know, I
yeah.
have a cat that insists on bringing me things. And I think, Hadley, you and I've talked about it. I think they're threats because, I mean, it's been everything from frogs, snakes, moles, mice, rats. I haven't seen a bird yet, but I think she's telling me if you don't do me right, it's going to get worse.
Well, no, have I ever told you about my neighbor?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, so y'all know I attract weird and interesting people, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
So
look
I
at the
had
room.
this. No, it can go really bad too. So I had this neighbor, and I'm one of these live and let live kind of folks, and she she believed that she was the reincarnation of Alexander the Great, and his lover Hephaestion. They were
Mhm.
all in her head, and so I'm like, okay, okay. Well, I started finding it was like a chipmunk, but it had been surgically cut in half. So I was like, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, an owl probably did that." And I was like, "I don't know." Well, the doctor that I was working with, I showed him, and he said somebody cut that in half and left it. And so she was doing things like that to get me to like come over and talk to her. But this is the one who knew my cat had died. I had to tell you this, Morgana. That Mushu just turned up missing. And then, like,
Yeah.
6 months later, she said, well, your cat's dead. I just didn't know how to tell you. And I was like, well, so you just listened to me talk about, I've been outside calling for her.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she was a little bit.
I remember you talking about the weird lady, but I guess I never put two and two together on.
No, though. She was out there, man, with the little cut up rodents in my yard.
Ew.
Yeah, that's a bad sign usually.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Guys,
Well, I was really just trying to let her live and let live, and then she, and this is really sad, she tried to commit suicide, but the ghost of the lover rescued her. It was very, very strange. I don't even know how to react to that. Yeah.
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 Okay. I have a 10-year-old granddaughter that wants bones for Christmas.
Seems legit to me.
Well, that's what, because, my son-in-law, her uncle's like, why would she want that? She's interested in them. And when I asked her specifically, well, what kind of bones would you like? Well, I'd really like a skull. So Amazon sells wolf skulls, just FYI.
Well, no, I mean you can find you a trapper in your area and get one.
Yeah.
I bought a coyote skull and pelt at Gulf Wars and down in
Lumberton.
Lumberton. Yeah,
We
they
have
had
a mutual friend that may or may not have some human skulls that they may let go.
that's
You
illegal
know,
though.
I know this.
Look at Logan's
talking about.
Jennifer knew too much. She's gone now.
Right.
I'm gonna have to dip out too. It's been fun talking to y'all. I gotta get ready to go back to work.
All right.
Thanks for
Cecil.
popping on, Cecil. It means a lot.
See y'all.
Bye.
Night.
Yeah. No, like
And then there were 3.
that's right. Yeah.
But no, the bone stuff, like I know people, like I have a friend, she did my tattoo. But she like went on to become she's a shaman now. She's in New Orleans.
Mhm.
I can hook you up with her.
Yeah.
and she does stuff like she would do art stuff, and so she found roadkill or something,
Mhm.
like a good body, where it was a deer or whatever. She
Mhm.
would get it. She kept gloves and a cooler in her car. She'd stop and get it and put it up, and she would, go and like go through the process of letting the ants and all eat the stuff off of it and clean
Mhm.
the bones and all that.
Yeah,
But she makes artwork with it.
yeah, a close friend of theirs. If she gets like a squirrel or something, she'll bury it out in the yard. She's got a spot that she buries, like say roadkill, and then after it's completely, disintegrated and everything, then she goes back in and collects the bones. As a matter of fact, I have a spell jar sitting on my desk at work right now that's got a squirrel head in it. Skull, not head, skull.
Alan
So-
Lassiter is asking you a question, Logan.
No, not tonight. I still have to catch up on last week. I missed all of it.
My son loves that. I took him. We got 10th row.
That's good.
WWE. Yeah, it was really good.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Several years ago, though.
That's a whole other show. I can sit here and rant about wrestling for hours.
I know nothing about wrestling, other than Ted DiBiase's son is a professional wrestler too, the youngest.
Yeah,
and I think all the sons are, but the youngest, he was our Brett DiBiase, I think is his name. He was our copy guy at work, and he is so fun. I mean, they did like a scavenger hunt, so he would come, and this was years ago, so I don't know whatever happened to him, but yeah, he was a great guy.
Yeah, my aunt used to take us when we were kids, and she got us backstage passes. I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and we came around the corner going to the back for our little meet and greet thing, and the good guys and the bad guys were sitting there playing cards together. I was heartbroken. So I swore off of it at that point. That's when I really thought all of it was still completely and totally real, and head over heels for Ted DiBiase.
Well, his sons, I mean, like I said, that this was the youngest one, and he was great. We just loved him. He would come and he would just chat.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a daughter, and I think she nearly died. It was like he was taking care. It was like a newborn baby, and they had a lot of issues, and he was taking care of her, and he was just a good guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You
Now, Piper's the one that said, "I'm here to chew gum and kick ass," or
I don't know.
What are we talking about? I'm so lost. I'm sorry, you guys.
That Rowdy Piper guy.
Rowdy Piper, yeah.
He was in a movie, and in the movie, the quote was, "I'm here to kick ass or chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum," or something.
Okay.
I can assure you, if Alec Gamboa was here, he would know what I was talking about.
But see, there was a Nature Boy before that Nature Boy. Before Ric Flair.
Ric Flair is the one that they say that Joe Hansen looks like.
But there was a Nature Boy, Buddy Landell, in Mississippi, South Mississippi wrestling when I was a kid.
Do you remember Jake the Snake
Jake
Roberts?
the Snake, yep, I do. Here you go. They live.
Yep. See, I was close.
Yep. I would not have known that.
Yeah, it was actually not a bad movie. It's not a real good movie, but it was not a real bad movie.
There are days that I look at y'all's list and put them on my what not to watch list.
My movies are always good.
Okay.
And I'm so excited with the turkeys coming up. We do our turkey movies the day before Thanksgiving. So we're already getting our list together. And
somebody has to do what was it? Thanksgiving?
No, we did that last year.
Oh, no, you did part 1. Part 3 is undone.
No. I'm doing Swiss Army Man.
That was actually a decent movie.
Hush, don't tell them.
Okay.
I won't watch it if they don't know it's not a turkey. It is a turkey though, because I said my movies tend to be those that you sit there and go, "What have I watched? What did I just see?"
The only movie on my watch list right now is Clerks 3. I didn't know it came out until I left for Arkansas, and I didn't have enough signal to watch it.
I haven't seen Clerks 1 or 2.
We're having a Clerks marathon, and I'm going to give you a quiz, like a pop test after all of them.
I got to get to watching movies this week.
Ash, I watched about 2 minutes of Thanksgiving Killing 3, and that was enough. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Randy Macho Man Savage. Yeah.
I remember the Junkyard Dog and Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I still know people that were pretty traumatized after Owen Hart died here in Kansas City.
Is that the guy that jumped?
Yep.
He was on a zip line that he should have never been on.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke and he fell. And
Okay.
It broke his neck. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. He fell. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact: Rey Mysterio killed a man one time wrestling, but that's not here nor there.
Yikes!
Just to see him die, or what's the story?
No, it's not the same guy. No, it was in Mexico. Rey Mysterio was doing a thing, and his finish is the 619, and he literally just grabs the rope, kind of spins around, and does I think it's called a tiger fade kick. But he basically spins around and he just kicks you on the head, and it's not like it's enough to really do anything, but this one guy just happened to for some reason take the full kick and it broke his neck.
Wow.
Somebody told me recently they used to do MMA. Who was that? Do we remember?
I don't.
I don't either.
Somebody I went to high school with did.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember where I got this information from.
I worked with Jeff Neal at Roadhouse, and he's in the UFC now. I don't know if that helps, but
no, I'm just trying to think. It had to be somebody that I talked to regularly. I can't remember. I'm guessing it wasn't Tully, or y'all would tell me.
I was gonna say no. His wife's fixing to start doing something, but I think that's just personal trainer. I don't think it's MMA.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he did tell us he used to do MMA.
Okay, maybe that's where
maybe I don't know. Who knows? We've talked about fishing and all kinds of stuff.
Let me do it. We had this girl I used to work with. Her
my brother-in-law, not Scott, maybe.
This girl I used to work with, they had a thing down at one of the casinos where they had like semi-professional MMA guys, and if you could come up and stay in the rink with them for a certain length of time, you got paid a certain amount of money. And this guy thought he was God until about 2 minutes in that rink, and it was beautiful. I mean, some people you just thrill at seeing them get their ass beat. But he
and clearly you are thrilled that he did.
I have to admit I was not unhappy about it.
There's some people who just need an ass whooping.
Well, he was one of those people who his wife was beneath him, as were you, me, and Jen, because we were female. Yeah. So not a big fan. That's fine if he wants to feel that way. Just don't ever say it in my presence, because then you're going on to the zombie bait list.
How old is he? I've got to ask. Because, the younger generation, you don't see a lot of that.
No, this guy was only about 4 or 5 years younger than me.
So he was just like a Neanderthal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I met his dad one time, so I can honestly say I know where he gets it. So, because the first thing he asked me for was a drink. And, yeah, that didn't go over well either.
Note to self, don't ask Morgana for a drink.
No.
Don't ask Morgana for a drink.
Take a note, Lucky.
No. The way that you ask makes all the difference. And looking at me and going, sweetheart, go get me a drink. is not the way to do it, especially when I'm
Ew.
working. So, and I was not working in a bar. I was working at a print shop. So where the hell he thought I was going to get him a drink at, first off. But yeah, that was the first and last time I ever met him. That was awesome.
Once was enough.
Yes,
Make my
yes, it was.
question.
I say, they can press charges against you for, hitting someone, even though they insult you. It's something about that physical contact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so let's go back to talking about the weather. What do you think is going on with these weather changes?
I don't know what just happened. Somebody wrote something. I want to see it.
Oh, Ash might need an ass whooping.
All right.
I may need an ass whooping. Might like spent 12. Oh,
In other words, he got his ass whipped for 12 years in Catholic school and he misses it.
oh, okay.
That's what I took away from it. And I could be totally wrong, but yes, the weather.
Real quick, I got spanked for the first time in Mississippi my senior year of high school. I was 18 years old.
I got spanked for the last time when I was 14 years old in Mississippi.
Back when,
Yeah.
it wasn't something you liked. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But it was a funny joke. But my point being, I got paddled like I was 5. What's up with that?
I got paddled too.
That doesn't make it better.
We're all in this together. Like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. The weather.
No, it's like the Earth changes. Somebody was saying that they thought it was because of the poles shifting, but the poles have theoretically been shifting for 20-something years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been talking about it that long.
I know.
But I don't know. But I know a lot of times we send pictures and stuff back and forth to each other, and some of the ways, I guess, that it's looked has been just strange.
Yeah.
Because it's like I know, of course, this is the crowd, but we've talked about the chemtrails and stuff. I have not seen one in months.
Well, that's what I was saying when we started talking about this was I live so close to the airport, I don't see a lot of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if that's why I don't see it. Sometimes there are chemtrails way up in the sky, but not often.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's like, I think it was today. I don't know if you sent it or Tully sent it, the one with the crazy looking trails across the sun.
That was him.
Okay. Hey, you're the only two that send me TikTok videos, so. But
just be glad I circulate them amongst like 4 people.
Logan, are you on the TikTok? You are, aren't you? I think
I follow Logan. He gives me advice.
Unfortunately for the general public, I am on social media, apparently. So.
Yeah, I miss a lot of stuff on social media, or so I'm told.
Well, I don't know. I will get on how you just go down a bunny hole. I went down a bunny hole the other night, and I watched probably 100 and something Schultz Hound videos, and I saw everything from Cane Corsos to Rottweilers to German Shepherds to Malinois to Pit Bulls, and then today I saw a cattle dog all doing Schultz Hound.
I want to take. Can I plug my rabbit hole that I went down as soon as I got to Arkansas?
Absolutely.
Of course, that's what we're here for.
So on YouTube, this is my new favorite show I've ever watched. It's called The Big Les Show, LEZ. It's been going for like 10 years. It is completely made in Microsoft Paint. It is out of Australia. It is the best thing to ever grace the internet, and I want to spread the word of the show.
Watch it later.
Tell me why it's great. Tell me why.
Because there's stoner Bigfoot, there's aliens, it is exactly everything that an animated show needs to be, to be great.
Okay. You're selling it well.
But there's I want to say 5 seasons. There's 2 little sub-seasons, and then there's an entire series just for Sassy the Sasquatch, who is my favorite character in the entire thing.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch this later. My favorite, YouTube, is It's a Southern Thing.
I like the Waffle House one.
They have some really good ones.
Logan, you know that I worked at the Waffle House?
You're the best person on earth right now. How are you doing?
It's been like a year and a half, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I worked there for a stint.
Oh no, you need to go back, start working there. Tell me where it's at. I'll come visit you every day.
And you're gonna get waffles for free. See, that's how I roll.
There you go, Al. I got a better reason to come.
Have you taken your grandparents to the Waffle House yet?
No, they closed the one here down. Well, I guess they closed it down. I literally packed them all up. I finally got them to go. We get there, and they have the entire inside of it tore apart. There's a skid steer out front, and they're ripping up the sidewalk. And they said, we can go to IHOP. They have waffles. And I go, it's not the same.
That's right.
My day is ruined. My disappointment is immeasurable. It's not a good time in my life.
This is the house where they're supposed to be made.
Yeah, exactly. IHOP is apparently not even for pancakes anymore. You're supposed to go get burgers or something there. So.
Yes, I did see last time I was in there, they had burgers.
What?
Yes.
Well, you remember?
They changed the name where it was no longer the International House of Pancakes.
Yeah, for was it 2 years ago? They had a marketing campaign where it was IHOB. It was International House of Burgers instead of pancakes. And I said, if we ever needed another reason to burn that place down, this is it. If I'm gonna ever launch a crusade, it's gonna be in the name of Waffle House. I just want y'all to know that.
Ash, you have Huddle Houses up there, though, don't you?
Huddle House is a good one, though.
We have Huddle Houses around here.
Huddle House is good.
They have the White Castles, though, don't they?
I don't know about them, but I know Virginia Beach has them because the first one I ever ate was in an actual White Castle in Virginia Beach.
On the road from Mississippi to Toronto in Kentucky and in Ohio, they actually have Waffle Houses because we stopped at one.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the first time I saw White Castle burgers in the freezer section and took them home, I was hurt. I was young enough not to realize just how sad these little burgers were going to be in the freezer section.
That's all I've ever had was those. I've never had the real deal because there's none around here.
Well, then they may be fine. Oh, no White Castles either.
But New Hampshire seems like a horrible place to live.
Right.
Well,
I go through the leaves changing.
In Brandon, where I live, there are probably in a 5-mile radius. There's probably 6 Waffle Houses.
Uh-huh.
That's heaven.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you when I made the advertisement for Waffle House, I sent it to Waffle House and was like, I don't want you to pay me. I just want you to give me free Waffle House for life. And they said, oh, thanks. This looks cool. That was it. And then I sent them an email and I said, look, we got an empty lot here in town where a Dairy Queen used to be. I will manage your Waffle House if you put one in. Never got a response.
Wow.
Aw.
That's sad.
I'm their biggest unsupported supporter. It's okay.
I saw one the other day, and it's a new one because we're still, 15 years later, there are still tons of things missing from when Katrina went through. But they built a new Waffle House on the same location that there was one pre-Katrina on the beach. It's 2 stories. I've never seen a 2-story Waffle House in my life.
I'm going to find it, and I'm going to it. That's on my bucket list.
Okay, Highway 90 in Gulfport.
We're looking it up.
And it's just because I had to, the next morning, because I go that way pretty much every day, I slowed down just so I could look and make sure that that's what I had seen. If you don't find it, I will try to get you a picture of it.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm a detective right now.
Shoot. Yes, I like Waffle House.
It's at Waffle House number 4324 West Beach Boulevard, Gulfport.
There you go.
Look at that thing.
He's dropping a pin on it right now.
Look at it.
Yep.
I don't know what they got going on. And it's on TripAdvisor. This is obviously a destination of importance.
That's right.
And it's on the beach.
Yes, it is.
Look, can we see
It
that?
certainly is. That's the one.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm going and having my picture taken there. Did you know there's a Waffle House? I don't know. It's like the history of Waffle House. Waffle House. You go in there and it has all of the history in there, and it has cardboard cutouts of people that were like famous because of Waffle House. I'm going there too.
One day we're going to be those people.
Yeah. Except
with our weird stuff on, our little tie-dye t-shirts. Everybody wear their
Chick-fil-A's. You know what I ended up? Raising Cane's has everybody I've ever taken there hates it, but I love Raising Cane's.
Well, Raising Cane's and Zaxby's are pretty interchangeable for me.
I've never had Zaxby's.
The Zaxby's is from Baton Rouge. I think that's where they're based out of.
Yeah.
It's better. Or is it Abner's? It's the one with the dog. It's Raising Cane's is the one with the dog. I think
Raising Cane's is the one with the dog, yeah.
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 My son loves Raising Cane's. And by the way, they have the best lemonade. It's delicious.
Their tea's
better than Chick-fil-A?
I don't need
I will buy a gallon of it, if that tells you anything.
I don't even go to Chick-fil-A anymore because it's always so busy. I'm like, Raising Cane's, and I get toast. That's where I'm going.
Yep. Right there with you. I have one in my parking lot at work. And all you have to do is go at 11:55 and nobody's off work yet. So that's the time to go. No, literally our parking lot is right across the street from the mall. So anything you want to do lunch-wise, you go 5 minutes before 12 because everybody takes off for lunch at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, when you make it to Gulfport, call me and I'll meet you and I'll buy you breakfast.
We're going to have a mandatory company meeting at this Waffle House.
All right.
I don't care how you get there. You just have to get there.
There you go.
Well, we need to decide if we want to do it and I guess we need to probably wait till closer to 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But if we want to stay in Gulfport and drive over to New Orleans or vice versa.
Well, New Orleans is kind of shady anymore for after hours.
Well, Christy, my best friend, she had a business meeting down there, and her and one of her colleagues went, and she said it was terrible. And she said it wasn't just because she's one of those people who every year she goes to New Orleans around Christmas, and that's what they do with her family. And she said that it was not even like the old New Orleans. She said that people were rude, and the girl that she went with was African American, and she said they were both equally treated shabbily. So it wasn't because of the color of their skin or that they were women.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was just really weird, like they couldn't get service, and but she said she wouldn't recommend us stay in there. Is what she told me.
Yeah, well, that's Mo and I. That's always been our Christmas Eve. I would take off at noon, and then we'd drive to New Orleans. And like I said, we didn't go for 20 and 21 because of COVID. But like I said, I don't even think I can drag him there this year.
Yeah.
Because just, everything that everybody we know that's gone over there has talked about.
Well, the Rougarou Festival was it last weekend?
You're 7 hours and 38 minutes away.
Yeah.
You could leave now and be here for breakfast.
I could.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're open 24 hours. So.
Yes, I work the midnight shift. I do know that for sure.
No, I don't. I haven't heard of Bacon Drive-In either, Alan.
Bacon Drive-In.
Thanks for showing up, Lana. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Samhain.
But
you guys want to hear my funny bacon story?
Yes.
Okay, in my previous marriage, my husband, he's my ex-husband now, says to me, the only thing that would make you better, and I said, careful, because I didn't know where it was going. And I was thinking if he says something like, if you lost weight, or I might have to kill him. So I said, careful. And he said, no, it's a good thing. And I said, I can't imagine it being a good thing, but go ahead. And I said, if you want to finish, I'm not going to stop you. And he goes, bacon flavored nipples. And he actually had found the flavoring to put on nipples sexually. It showed me.
Well, we're going back to Google.
Bacon flavored nipples. I'm telling you, it's there.
Ash got
Your
quiet.
bacon
I
lover.
think he's probably taking a note.
Sorry, I had to break it up a little bit with that awful story, but it was actually funny. I was like, all right, you're a hug. I thought for sure he couldn't get out of that hole he just dug. I'm like, wait, only thing that can make me better. Okay, we'll see about that.
And you couldn't dispute it.
Yes, I couldn't. I was like, okay, I don't know what to say.
It's right there.
Thanks, Logan.
So, Ash, were you a pilot? What were you doing with the airlines?
I've learned something in my search for bacon flavored lube. They make shrimp flavored condoms.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be making fun of us or just supposed to be horrible.
That doesn't sound good. I don't know.
That's what you call one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Right. Because I'm going to tell you, there are some things to me that just shouldn't be a flavor. Shrimp being one of them.
I don't even like all shrimp.
That's true.
It's one of those
very
things.
True.
Oh gosh, y'all! For my birthday one year, we went to the Indian place in town, and the guy that I was dating at the time got fish, and it made him sick. And I was like, "Who goes to an Indian restaurant and gets fish?"
I didn't know that they sold it.
They do, and he decided he was going to get it. I was like, "That was just a bad idea, right there."
It's kind of like service station sushi. Again, some things you just
don't want to
work.
take a chance on. Just
That's
don't
right.
want to take a chance on.
That's right.
I can buy a 55-gallon drum of lube for $1,949.
It would last you for the entirety of your life, unless you got really lucky.
Is that on your bucket list too?
We thought about doing that one time just for shits and giggles. We were going to buy a 55-gallon drum of lube, and we were going to put down tarps everywhere and see everybody just slide. It was just going to be like
fun. I could do that.
I quit working for these people one time, and I got along great with him, but she was a first-class teetotal bitch. And about a week after I left, I found her credit card information in my paperwork and stuff, and I came so close to just ordering a bunch of dildos and stuff and having them shipped to the office.
What is it with y'all and the dildos?
Because she was a stick in the mud, and that would have embarrassed the shit. Because she was that person that would get things at the office and, oh, let's see what I got. And, she'd spend $5,000 on a skirt.
What?
So she would have opened it. Oh, yeah, I had to return some clothes for her one time. It was a skirt, 2 shirts, and a pair of shoes, and it was $7,500. And I'm like, okay, I can't.
Vera Wang? I mean, like,
look.
In Mississippi, I just don't understand.
Oh, let me tell you now, I couldn't put my check in the bank. You had to cash your check, because if you deposited it, you guaranteed it was going to bounce. But she could spend that kind of money on an outfit and a half. But, I'm like, okay.
Kind of like that lady I used to work for that had all those horses, but she couldn't pay herself.
There you go. That's exactly the same thing. But, I thought about it, and I'm like, I'd get caught, and I could just see that being in the newspaper.
Yeah.
So I talked myself out of it.
When you got to prison, how would you tell the people what you did?
Yeah. I'd lie and say drugs. I mean, something. It's funny because at my sister-in-law's restaurant when I used to work for her, she, this elderly gentleman worked for Parks and Recs, and he would have the county workers out there helping clean the road.
Wait. Yeah. I've got to show y'all. I got questions. Okay, I got to figure out how we can get call in. Because this is a time I would say, Ash, why don't you call in our 1-800 number? Because we want to hear this story. So we need to figure that out, Logan. Can you figure that out for us?
Call in?
Yeah.
You just
There's a way StreamYard will do it.
Yeah, just give them the StreamYard link. They come in and then you kick them out.
No, I mean like there's like a call-in. We can do call-in shows.
Yeah, I guess maybe it'd be easier on like Skype.
That's what I was going to say. You could use Skype and just.
Yeah.
Should we go back to Skype or should we keep using StreamYard?
I think StreamYard's better for like when you have
For
your, like,
this.
intros, stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because Skype, it's kind of hard to do, like to show the questions and have the background video, like the intro video whenever y'all start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more prep work on Skype.
Logan, gun to your head. You have to just choose one. You can't have both. The Waffle House in Gulfport or the bacon flavored lube.
I can go to Waffle House and rub bacon on me. I don't need bacon flavored lube.
Good point. Right on. I just didn't know if you were going to really do that slip and slide thing in the bacon flavor.
No, well, I can look. You go to any Waffle House in America that's older than 1 year, and you can do a slip and slide on the floor, no lube needed.
That is a true statement. That is a true statement. Wow.
What?
Everybody has to have boundaries.
That's right.
The safe word is Worcestershire sauce.
Okay. The safe word for what's the name of that place? There's a damn the Air Force has where guys go through basic out in San Antonio. I can't remember the name of it. What is it, Logan?
That's where they do the dogs, isn't it?
I think so.
Laughlin Air Force Base.
Laughlin, there you go. Laughlin. They have a word that they give all of their new recruits that if you are ever being held against your will and someone's trying to get on the base using you, that you're supposed to use when you get up to the gate so that they will know that you're not there of your own free will and that the people are trying to get there for nefarious reasons. It's platypus. It's always been platypus.
Platypus are the most fascinating animals alive. They have spurs that have venom.
But how do you work that into a conversation?
Oh, man. You seen any real cool platypuses today? I just got back from the zoo. Really? Had a lot of fun looking at the platypus.
Right.
I guess I'm just different because I actually watched a TikTok video about platypus the other day.
You were also watching bulls. What, yesterday or today?
It was the other night. I couldn't sleep. I was up late and I saw that. That was a damn bull. Was probably 10 foot tall. It was huge. And
it was.
And I have to say this: it wasn't the largest bull that I saw. There were some that were like really like 4,000 or 5,000 pounds of bull, but this one was so tall. I've never seen one that tall. And the other cows were just little. They just looked small, and they were the female cows. And I was like, that's not going to work.
I had a weird experience with a bull today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were out at somebody's house, and I sitting there messing with the cows because they all came up to the fence, and there's this one. They have one bull, and then they have one heifer. Well, the bull walks up behind the heifer and starts sniffing her, because that's what they do. And that heifer just straight up started pissing all over his face. And as soon as that happened, he looked at me and raised his lip in just pure shock and awe. and just looked terrified. And I was like, whatever.
Golden showers. Golden showers.
God.
Wow.
I wish I would have got that on video because that was pretty good.
Alan Lather follows that bull on TikTok.
Yes.
People were telling me that he's up on a hill, and I was like, that lady's 5'4". that's a big. He's the size of a grizzly bear. That's how. I mean, it's huge. It's huge, huge, huge.
What is German porn? I don't know what the difference is.
They like to do a lot of stuff with number 1 and number 2, and a lot of
Oh.
number 2, and a lot of number 1, and
And I'm sitting here thinking gas mask and black leather. That's where I went.
And I'm thinking that they like their women with a little more hair on them.
Do they?
Well, I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
She's spitballing, Heather. Give her a break.
That's right.
Hadley, shit. See, I did it again.
Because, see, I've never really thought about German porn until this very moment.
Well, I hadn't either, but that's why I asked. What's the difference? Logan, you probably know. Come on, help us out.
He said number 1 and number
Yeah.
2. He told y'all.
Is
They
that
do
the
it-
only, like? Is it the hair thing too?
I don't think it's the hair thing with the German, is it?
no, I mean, not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's more like
Yeah, see, even Ash is on my side now. I don't know what the Greeks are into.
Anal.
Maybe a lot of yogurt. They probably do a lot of yogurt play. I don't know.
Wait, who does the yogurt play? I'm
The
sorry about that.
Greeks. That's why it's called Greek yogurt.
oh
Every-
gosh, have I told y'all about the camels?
No. I don't guess you have.
So one of my friends, okay, so there's a camel. I can't think of his name, but he lives around here, and he goes and does like all kinds of stuff around Christmas time because the nativity scenes. And I made the comment one day, "Oh my God, I just passed the camel driving down the road," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, my cousin, that's their camel. They have a camel farm," and I'm like, "They farm camels?" And apparently, this is a thing, and they sell the camel milk. It's a big thing, but there's also a thing about people buying camel urine. It is a cultural thing, and people put it in their hair.
Ew.
How gross is that?
There are people in Africa that use like bull pee for their like hair.
I guess that's a similar thing to the camel.
I guess it's bull. It's whatever their version of a bull is over there. But yeah, I went on, those little TikTok rabbit holes where it's just people out there, and that's how they take showers. They just stand behind them, and then they get showered on, and they're just like, ah.
What?
Yeah.
Reason.
That's so gross. Ew.
No. Okay. I knew you could use urine in place of lye for soap.
Well, I knew you could use urine when you got stung by jellyfish.
Right.
But I mean, that's not something I want someone doing. It's peeing on me.
Right. And I've also been told that if you're ever somewhere and you don't have water, it is safe to drink your own urine. You just cannot drink anyone else's.
You
What?
can drink your own, but you can't drink a lot.
Right.
After a certain point, it doesn't get filtered out right, and there's a chance that you do get sick. But you can drink a little bit of it.
Now, I don't know why.
I don't know, y'all.
but-
This
Down a rabbit hole
This
with
just
this
took a
conversation.
whole other turn.
Yeah, this is more like one of our after shows when we stay on an extra hour. Yeah, just you never know.
The real phases of weird.
Yes. That's it. Let's see.
I don't want to talk about urine
Yes.
anymore. Let's move
Yeah.
to a different topic or go.
I know. I'm kind of
No more.
stunned.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, that got a little deep.
No,
Stop it, Jen.
Ash, just don't. We need-
Yeah, what Ash said.
I don't know what he said.
Okay, pick a new subject then.
Have you noticed how gum's gotten mintier lately?
Has it?
Has it? That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean they got double the mint, but where are they getting the double the mint from? Did they have to like up the production on the mint farms?
I don't know. I wonder how hard
What
that
kind
would
of gum
be to
do you
make.
choose? I mean, what kind of gum do you chew? Choose gum? I don't know. How do you choose what kind of gum?
I just run in there and I grab a package and I.
I mean, are
hope
you
it's
getting
good.
juicy fruit or are you getting extra?
I used to always get juicy fruit. Now I get like what's that? Like the Trident stuff.
Mhm.
You know the ones that come in a little can looking thing, and they're like the
Yeah.
little hard chiclet things, and
I don't remember
those.
what brand it is, but I know what you're talking about because I keep those in my office at work. I don't
I
chew
like
gum.
the
but I
green
keep
extra gum, the one that's like the fluorescent green.
Yeah.
It keeps the flavor the longest, or it used
I
to
always
back in the
liked
dark
that.
ages when I
What
chewed
was it?
gum.
Spearmint, because you had double mint and spearmint.
And Big Red, Big
Mhm.
Red.
I used to chew a lot of Big Red.
You ever get
Hubba-
the
Love the
tape
Hubba
measure
Bubba.
roll of what is it? What was the tape measure roll where it was like the big
Fruit-
pink one?
Shit.
Bubblicious?
Was it Bubblicious?
I don't know. I just always remember I would see people take it out and just bite into the entire roll.
Really?
And I was like, y'all, no. Have some like
Hubba
Do you-
Bubba bubble tape.
No, let me tell you. Remember when we were young that they had the it looked like chewing tobacco, but it was gum.
Yes.
Big League Chew.
Mhm.
Yep.
Big League Chew is the one that looks like chewing tobacco. I mean, at least that's what it is now.
I mean, do they still let them make that and give it to kids?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's-
It's always nasty though because it's grape flavored, and I hate grape.
Well, I'm looking at a roll of bubble tape bubble gum on eBay for $120.
What?
Yep.
They must not make it anymore. That's why.
Mhm. But you can get Hubba Bubba fruit bubble tape for $1.39 at Target.
Well, my favorite candy was the Willy Wonka Wacky Wafers. And I can never find those anymore. I guess they stopped making them. But those were the best.
I don't think I ever had it.
Oh, when we were in high school, anytime we stopped at the Duck Inn, I would get some.
The best thing at Five Below are the Choco Shrooms.
What's that?
They're like little cracker things, but they got chocolate on the end of them. They look like mushrooms.
Ooh.
They're really good. They're called
Five
Choco
Below's
Shrooms.
got a crazy selection of different candies and gums and stuff. And half of it I've never heard of, but it looks cool.
Well, the Willy Wonka Wacky Wafers, those are the best ones.
I've got to find those now. Where are they?
It would only be like 6 pieces in the thing. But they were good. They were kind of like a sweet tart.
Choco Shrooms.
I've never heard of those.
Choco-rooms. They make a strawberry version too.
I remember those, Hadley. My dad used to get those for my kids all the time.
The Willy Wonka?
Yes. They have them for $2.69 a pack at the oldtimecandy.com.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to order some.
Mhm.
So what kind of Halloween candy did y'all get to give out?
I had no trick-or-treaters.
I've had none. I hadn't even seen one.
Mm-mm. Now, I do have M&Ms and the little mini Snickers and Twix and stuff over there just in case. But no, not one person.
I got dum-dum suckers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I try to get stuff that I'm not going to eat, like Reese's. I don't do peanut butter, so I can buy boxes of those and never touch them.
What's wrong with you?
You know, I've been asked that a lot.
Those little pumpkin Reese's are the best.
Oh, I know. I buy a lot of them. Mo loves them.
Mike Lewis is saying the last time he had a trick-or-treater was 1998. It's been a long time, Mike.
Do y'all have Sonics where y'all are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so my dad for Halloween, at least when he lived here, he would go to Sonic because on Halloween they always do 50-cent corn dog night,
Mm-hmm.
and he would buy like $100 worth of corn dogs. And,
That's a lot of corn dogs.
and so the kids would come up to the door, and this is when they would still, they don't allow it here anymore. They don't do door-to-door trick-or-treating here. They do it like all downtown. But kid would come up to the door and he'd say mustard or ketchup, and he would hand them a packet and a corn dog, and that would be their whatever. And whatever didn't get ate, that's what we ate for the next like 2 or 3 days.
That's a lot of money on damn corn dogs.
I love Sonic. They got my favorite drink. I love it, love it.
See, my thing is that's like really all we have in this town until like a couple of months ago was a Sonic. So I've been burned out on Sonic for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the new one?
Oh, it's an old restaurant that was here. It closed down and now they reopened it. It's Don's Dairy Bar.
Well, you still have what is the place that you go to that has the mixed drinks?
Mixed drinks.
Your friend was the waitress.
My friend was the waitress.
Yeah, or the girl you liked. I don't.
Is it not? It's not R&A. It's not the cigar place, is it?
No. I thought it was like a. I don't want to say this because I know it's not, but like a Logan Steakhouse.
Yes, Alan. I can get Jolt Cola in Mississippi.
Are you talking about like Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, I think it was Texas Roadhouse.
Well, I never really went there for drinks. We always went next door to Shell Shack after work because they would give us free drinks, and I was like 19, and they never checked ID. I can't think of. Now the VFW here in town, I can get like 12 Jack and Coke doubles and like 5 glasses of cherries just by themselves for like $30.
Wow.
Do you ever like make stuff with cherries?
Oh yeah, all the time. I make a thing called a cherry bomb.
Is that where you take the cherries, like the fruit, and put them in the Everclear?
Well, no. So what I do is it's cherry Evan Williams, cherry Old Smoky. You can either do Coke or you like regular Coke, or you can do vanilla Coke, and then you do bourbon cherry juice, and then you use maraschino cherries and put them in there. I love cherries.
Do they still make Everclear?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. And I will tell you that it tastes no better now than it did 30 years ago.
Well, it tastes like gasoline.
It does. I got from, I think it was Austria or somewhere. Okay. Green Fairy. Absinthe is actually made from a double distillation. You know, it's like it has to be distilled twice. So you could order the wormwood that had been distilled, and they told you then just go and buy some, high proof alcohol, clear alcohol, mix them together and let them sit for about 2 weeks. And you're going to have the same effect. Oh my God, that shit tastes like black licorice.
Well, do you remember when we made all those cordials?
Oh, yes. Yep.
That's kind of how some of those ended up.
Yeah.
The brandy ones.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I still make cordials, but I usually do like blueberry and cherry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, I wasn't real crazy about the brandy ones.
No.
But I like the ones that had vodka in them.
I want to make some mead.
That'd be cool.
I need to find my recipe.
Yeah, some honey mead.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'd be cool. I would drink with you.
I know. To Valhalla.
Yes, yes.
Is that why you moved to New Hampshire?
That's a good question. Why were you illegal?
I just think.
Okay, used to drive to Connecticut to buy it because it was illegal in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Ashhole's like our age.
Oh, cool.
I think. I think he probably is.
Look, in Brookhaven, you can on Sundays you could not buy any liquor, beer or anything. But it's like Brookhaven, you can't buy liquor, and then Lincoln right next to it, you can't buy beer. So if you wanted, one or the other, you'd have to go to the other city to get it because they're just like right across the county line from each other. And there's a college that sits over there. So in the town where they can't drink liquor, they can buy it. But, the town next to them, they've caught so much shit over that. Everything's legal in New Hampshire, and he's 50. Yeah.
Everclear was.
Yeah.
Everclear
Well, that's
should
the
be probably
reason.
illegal lots of places. Probably made people go blind.
Well, that was the reason I ordered the absinthe mix, from Austria, was because at the time it was illegal here, everywhere here. But yeah, it didn't take me but one sip, and I couldn't give that crap away. Because every time somebody would taste
I'm not a
it,
big fan of absinthe, and Pixie loved it. It just never worked for me.
Yeah, not me either. Because, like I said, that's what it reminded me of, was black licorice, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah. So. All right, guys. Well, that's 2 hours for our birthday, and I'm not going to make y'all sit around and talk about the crap we've been talking about much longer.
But hey, I've enjoyed it.
It's been fun. I always love to spend time with y'all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I've missed Logan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him being an adult. I want to go back to being a little sidekick on, fun and happiness on the side. Now he's kind of bitter like the rest of us.
The bitter shines through now.
But just think, you're making a difference in the world. I tried.
I work for the government.
Oh yeah, well guys, it's been fun.
It has. Well, it is 10 o'clock, Mike Lewis. We're going to bed. We're old and
everybody but Logan. He's going to sit around.
Logan's the responsible one out of us.
Right.
We're the old one.
All right.
But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to have that interview, and I can't think of the gentleman's name off the top of my head, but he did write the book, The Lugaroo, and did a film on it. And it's one of Alan's friends, so I'm sure it's going to be great. We're going to be here at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will be able to talk more then.
All right. All right, good night. Here's to another year.
Yeah. That's right. Starting season 3 tomorrow. Can't believe it's that. Gosh, Logan, can you believe we've done it?
Yeah,
Logan's been with me since the start, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There were days he thought, I don't know what this girl's doing.
That's true. That is very true.
It took us 6 months before we kissed and made up and decided we could work together. So.
All right.
Next time, see y'all soon.
All right.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.